We're live, you guys. Hi. I have no idea. I haven't done this in forever, but I just thank y'all for being here. Oh, it does say I'm live. Where's the go live button on here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. For Instagram. It just says hit go live. Go live? I don't know. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Do I X out of this and do it again? I'm so confused. All right, create, go live. This is why you definitely need, cancel. That is not what I wanted to paste there. This is why you need to do this more often, Amber. Because it's like, whoa, girl. You don't know what you're doing. Okay. Let's see. I'm like I want to hit go live, but it's like not copied. Great. Hit go live. So confused. Anyways, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm trying to get it to go live on Instagram through this whole thing. And I'm literally hitting go live. I wonder if it gives me a new... What is this one on? I think this is... It says you are live. Am I live though? Let me check Instagram. It says I'm live, so I'm very confused. Let me see if I got a notification. I don't think I'm live. I don't think it's working. I'm not really sure. You know what it should tell me? It should be like... Yeah, it should pop up and like tell me that I'm live. Y'all go to my Instagram and see if y'all can see me live. I have zero idea. It says I can edit. Let me go and look and make sure this thing is right. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, I have no idea. That's frustrating. It says I'm live, but I don't know. I do need to plug in this computer, so I'm probably going to have to go. No, it says connect streaming software to go live. How to stream. Okay, select go live once your streaming software connects and display. I guess it's live because the go live button went away. I don't know, you guys. I'm not going to stress about it because that's not doing me any good. I am going to go get my charger, though, because I need to charge my computer. I'm so glad you see me on Facebook. That's working, so that's great news. I just made me some tea, but I'm going to go get my my little thing that I need. But this has some yummy things in it. Monk fruit. If you have never had monk fruit before, it is a natural sweetener from fruit. It's so good, monk fruit. And then I have chamomile, lavender, and mint tea bags and a little bit of lemon. It's my favorite tea concoction, so I'm obsessed with it. All right, let me go get my little thing so I can charge this and it won't die. That would be really smart, right? The word I was looking for was extension cord. I was like, what is it called? I don't know. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see, you guys. I have never been live. Not never been live, but I've never been live like on all the places. So I'm on my YouTube. I'm on my Facebooks, plural. And Instagram, it says it's working. I just really have zero clue if it is. I've not gotten a notification, but it's probably because it's my account. So I feel like I need to like text my people and say, can you see me live on IG. We'll see. Oh no, but we're going to do some makeup. We're going to do makeup and we're going to be like, how the heck did LYK Buttah even become a thing? That is everyone's question. How did it become? And I'm so excited. And also, I have a code for you to use. Ooh, let me double check and make sure that code is active. For you to shop today. So you can actually go shop and use a special code for 15%. Let me double check. Okay. It is successful. Okay, so there is a code, you guys. It is in the description, and it's off a minimum of a $50 purchase. So if you get a butter and a scrub and a soap, you've done that. So that's it, and it's easy peasy. I am obsessed with doing my makeup. I have to tell you, like, I love cosmetics so much, but I can kind of walk you through a little bit of products that I am going to be using, but we're going to do a little story time, and I am going live all week long. So today is Thursday, and then I'm going to be live Saturday, and then I'm going to be live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'm really excited this week to bring this whole live series to you guys because I just understand the importance of utilizing all the things that's available at my fingertips that I just haven't been tapping into. And live content is kind of scary for me sometimes because I'm like, listen, and scary is probably a really, like, not the smartest word to use, but it is crazy around my house. Y'all know we have basically 3 families that are here. So my family, of course, is our home. My sister, brother-in-law, and their youngest is here as well while they're building their home. And then we have Alan's dad is here as well because we built on like a part of our home for him. So like he has his place. Y'all, like everybody's in and out. Then you have like everybody's orders, Amazon, FedEx, UPS is coming, postal service. Then we have like all the things. So, I mean, people are in and out, people are doing things. And I'm like, this is the problem with live content. I don't know if it's going to be quiet, and I don't know what people are going to be doing. And that's really, it's just too much. It's too much for me to handle and go live. So I don't really do it anymore. But today it's quiet. It's quiet. It is. It's a quiet house, and that makes me very happy. All right, so we're going to get some brows on. Okay, let me talk to y'all. So in 2022, that is, I think that's when, maybe it was 21. Oh, I'm confused. Was it 21 or 22? I think it was 22. Because you guys, have always been addicted to body care. And my number one addiction is soap. Like, I'm not even lying to you. Like, when I'm talking about an addiction, it's like any boutique I go to, I'm grabbing up all the soaps. And especially when they're like handmade, clean, simple ingredients, there's not a lot to it. And I'm like, yes, I need this. So my first time experiencing, like, besides like, I would say like a chain store, I went to a small little boutique store on Polly's Island, I think is what it's called. I don't know why my voice just got really high right there, but y'all can comment too. Y'all can chit chat with me. Y'all can ask questions. That's totally fine, by the way, but I'm just going to story tell. And thank y'all for being here. It makes me really happy. But I would I would go into these boutiques and I'd be like, oh my gosh, if they have soap though, like I would be so excited. I would go immediately and I would buy whatever they had. And I wouldn't just get one because I am literally just like, I'm out of town, you know, this is not in my backyard. By the way, I just did the e.l.f. Skin. This is the invisible sunscreen. So I just use this all over. And I love this. It's like a blurring primer. So I do love how this works. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to mix House Labs and e.l.f. and Fenty with my foundation. Okay. It's because I'm extra. It's fine. It's just is what it is. And so I would go in and I would shop and I would do all the things. And then for a couple years, like we would go back to this same spot at the beach and I would go back to the same store. And then I would end up being like, okay, if I run out in the middle of the year, instead of buying like 15 soaps, like what am I going to do? And so I ended up looking on the back of the packaging of it and I found like the actual supplier. And so I ended up ordering from them for a little while. And wow, I just was addicted. And then I realized, oh my gosh, they also sell it at a place locally. So I ended up finding it there. And so that's kind of what started my soap addiction. Then I would go to like Buff City Soap. I have no idea if y'all even know what that is, but I want to say it's new to my community, but I don't think it's like new. Like around, I think it's been around for a minute, but it's new to me. And I would be like, oh my gosh, they have bath bombs and they have bath stuff and they have creams and they have all the stuff. So I've just always been really good at finding bar soap. And it's funny because my friends are always like, girl, you got a problem. Like, are you addicted? I'm like, I'm addicted. I love it. But I would buy it not just for me. My kids would use it. My husband would use it. We would all be using it. And so in 2022, I swear it had to be 22. I should have really looked back on this before I'm like just going off of my memory. But we were doing videos every Wednesday. It was called like TGIW. If you were ever there for TGIW, let me know. It was like, thank goodness it's Wednesday. And me and my friends would have like a lineup. I would have like a show at a certain time. Then 2 other shows would premiere after. And it was like 3 hours to 2.5 hours of like show time. I'm taking now the Fenty. That was House Labs all over. The Fenty just gives me a little bit more coverage, like just right here in my T-zone. And just because I have freckles. And so sometimes if I'm doing foundation and I just want like a full beat, especially on camera, I want to use this. Like I want a little bit more coverage. And so we'd have a lineup. And one night I was like, you know what I want to do? I want to make a body scrub because I also got addicted to body scrub. And so I ended up buying, I think it was like Tree Hut all the time. I don't think I really veered off of Tree Hut. I think I would buy other brands, but I would always go back to that one because I felt like I got a good amount for the price it was. And I was like, it's cool. But I kept running out, and how frustrating to be in your shower. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to have enough for tomorrow. I don't have time to go to the store. Like it just became a thing. And so I was like, you know what I want to do? I want to learn how to make scrub. And so I did a lot of research and did a lot of reading about it. And I was like, super cool. I was like, I wonder if there's ingredients in my kitchen cabinet. You guys, I have uniboobs. I need to separate these bad boys. In my kitchen cabinet and find out like, you know, if I can make some. So for a video, I had this whole concept that I was going to make DIY homemade sugar scrub. You guys, it was so awesome. It was not good scrub though. It was like regular, you know, it was regular. It wasn't like elevated yet. Like it was just regular, but I thought it was amazing. You know, when you make something, you just feel like I did that. So I made this scrub and I put it in a mason jar, put it in my bathroom. And I was like, I literally, like, it's not the best, but it's good. Like, you know, to make a scrub, I had like 3 ingredients. And, but the more I did it, the more I actually fell in love with the concept of making my own scrub. And so I was like, you know what? I really need to research more. So I like really took like a deep dive into what does that look like? How do you do it? Where do you get ingredients? What ingredients are best? just like everything. And so I did that, and I ended up going like, I love this so much. So once I finally like created my own creation with it, I ended up realizing that I loved it so much that I was like, other women need this. Like, y'all need this. And I loved it more than what I was buying in the store. And I knew it still wasn't like 10 out of 10. Like, it was still good, but it had a lot of potential to be better. And so I ended up like just evolving. And the more I read, the more I researched, the more videos I consumed. I ended up finding suppliers where I could get really good, clean ingredients. And I wanted my product line to be like as simple. It frustrates me a lot when you look at the back of packages and you don't even know what these words mean. I'm like, what is this ingredient and why the crap do I need it? What does it do? Like, I just didn't want all the crap in my product because I'm really big on, like, I don't know if you know this, but I say this a lot. I'm a type 1 diabetic. And so I am very aware of like what I eat and what I don't eat. And I'm a mom. So I don't know if y'all knew this, but I'll have to talk about this on my podcast. But I would always make my kids like food from scratch. Like when they nursed, which luckily I was able to nurse and did very well with it. So like 12 months was one and 13 months was the other. And once they started on food, you start introducing foods and stuff to them and they're still nursing, but they would only eat what I would buy them from the farmers markets. Like I would try to get the cleanest things I could get. I would come home, I would cook, I would bake it, I would steam it, I would do whatever I had to do. And then I would puree it and then I would freeze it, pull it out. Like I did all the things. Like I've just always been very aware of like, I just want to be careful of what we put in our body. Like I realize we use stuff every day that has things in it that is like not necessary, but as much as you can, try your best, right? And be aware. And so that's what I did. And so with my product, I was like, I just don't want all the fillers. Like, can we just have simple product? And so anyways, I just ended up going with more simple ingredients, but clean ingredients. So when you read the label, you were like, oh, I know what that is. Awesome. So that's where it started. And I look back now, I've done all of my brand photo shoots. Like when I say photo shoots, I mean like the images, the imagery of the product on my website is done by me. Like either, me. My video content now has been taken by me and one other creator online, which is a great friend of mine. But we had, I hired her to do like a whole brand sesh for my brand, which was really cool. And so I was obsessed with that. So we did that. So anyways, I've just been in charge of all of it. And so I like to learn as much as I can on my own. And I always want to elevate. And I know I can be better and better and better. And so I knew the product could be better. I knew it 100%. Okay, what I've done already is I did 2 foundations. I did the Fenty and the House Labs all over. Do y'all see that coverage was crazy? I did that. The primer that I did was e.l.f. primer. So the invisible sunscreen, really good. SPF 35, love. The Kylie concealer, I did that. One that matches my skin complexion and one that's a little bit lighter than my skin tone. And just to kind of even out everything. Now I'm going to take a brush. I got to figure out what brush. And then I'm going to use some e.l.f. contouring. And then we're just going to like contour the face and warm it up and shape it and chisel and all the things. And so, yeah, I just knew I was like, I can get better at this. I can get better at this. But anyways, I go back to, I wanted to make this product for women. So I had a community online where women paid to be a part of like my online community and have access to more exclusive content from me. And I told them, and I was like, I want to send y'all this product. Would y'all be open to it? And they were like, yeah. So I packaged up a lot of product, came out of pocket, got all the ingredients, got all the stuff. And I sent it to a bunch of women and they were like, oh my gosh, I love this. Like I would for sure buy this from you if you sold it. And I was like, stop, like really? And so that's where it started. And so I was so freaking excited. And I was obsessed, and everyone started falling in love with the product. And I think it's so funny because it did really, really well in the beginning. And I was like, for what though? It's because everyone knew like who I was, right? I think you're all really supporting like me as a person, but then y'all actually realize like, you're like, no, I actually do love this product. And that's when it became more real to me that I was like, oh, people actually do love the product. Like, okay, we got to do something with this. And so I knew at some point I was like, I would love to be in stores. Like I kept saying that. And I was like, that would be really cool. Like I would actually love my product to be in stores one day. Like, what does that look like? And so I had already branded, like my brand is me, Amber Likens, right? But I was like, it just took a few years. Like I went through reformulating my product. I went through the packaging and elevating the packaging even more. But when you're starting a brand and you're self-made, it's really hard to have the resources that you want or need. Like you can't just Google something and find the stuff that I have found. Let me just be clear. It has been Google, YouTube, and word of mouth. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Google never told me this stuff. Like I would have never found the suppliers, never found the ingredients, never found any of this stuff. Like if I didn't like have conversations with women about it. And I'm so thankful that, I always felt like I'm not keeping a secret. Like I was like, this is my brand, of course. And, this is my pride and joy, but it's not a secret. Like I want everybody to know about it. And I don't know everything, and I wanted women to understand like, hey, any information you have, girl, I'm open for it. And I'm constantly on a weekly basis, I'm digging into more information on like how I can be better and make the brand better. So now I had this name for a long time called Blush Beauty. And if you're not new here and you've been here for a minute, you've heard me use that name a lot. And so that was the name of the product when we first launched it. And since then, we have reformulated, we have changed it, we have added new product to the collection and things like that. And I was like, okay, I can't like trademark this and I can't take this name anywhere because like it was really hard because those words being used how they were being used, it was like just too basic to like make it a thing. It was just really challenging. And so I was like, I'm just going to still use my website, Amber Likens. That's who will sell the product. And I'll just like call it Blush Beauty or whatever. And we'll work on whatever we need to later legally. And then depending on how the product goes. And so, and I know like long term, I cannot keep making this product on my own unless I just want to keep doing small batches. Like I know I'm going to have to make like hundreds and thousands, honestly. And I'm not going to be able to do that myself. Okay. I can't be doing those 16, 18-hour days and I would not be able to survive it. And so I'm like, how can we do this? So I just knew I had to rebrand. I had to rebrand everything. And I was like, what name can have longevity? Like we're talking years, 10, 20 years, honey. What can have longevity? And for 2 years, you guys, we have been throwing up names. Going, psh, 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 seeing what's, throwing it against the wall, right? Let's see what sticks. And it honestly has been such a struggle and just figuring out all the things on the back end. So we were driving in the car one day and y'all, another thing, let me tell you what's a game changer is ChatGPT. If y'all don't use ChatGPT for your entrepreneurship, if your business, you're missing out on life. Girl, chat knows me, honey. If y'all got into my chat, you wouldn't know personal things about me, but you would know my brain around work. Okay. It's funny because someone told me the other day, they were like, yeah, I use chat for like advice in life. And I'm like, advice in life? I was like, what? And they were like, yeah, like I ask it everything, like, dating, grocery store, like life, what movie I should watch. Like, I'm like, huh? I was like, girl, I never asked Chat that. Okay. No, sir. Ask it everything about business, period. Okay. That is all we got going on. Content and business, period. The end. I have not tapped into the personal stuff now. I'm not really sure if I ever will. I'm like, I don't know if I want Chat to be knowing all my business. Okay. But I ended up using it and I was like, I threw all my business names out there and I was like, okay, help me take these and make it better. And it took my last name. Listen to this. Took my last name and chopped it in half. Who would have thought? Using lichens for like, LYK. I was like, Chat, you are genius. It was just like sitting in front of my face. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. By the way, now I'm going to do blush. I need to do something on the eyes too. And I need to chisel a little bit more because, you know, girl, need it. So I'm just gonna play around. Okay. We're going to thin me out. I'm going to let that sit there for a minute. Sit for just a second. I need to do a little bit of eye stuff. And so it was actually, don't want me to tell y'all a name. If I tell y'all though, y'all might use it, but I'm not using it, so it doesn't matter. It's a great name. Oh, what was it? Oh, it was going to be Like You. That's what it was going to be. And I was like, oh my gosh, I like that. And it was, the concept was kind of like, I want product like you. Like you. You know what I mean? That was kind of like the concept. Tell me what y'all think about that. I'm not going to use it, but you know, obviously it was in the beginning phases. I can tell y'all, but, the more we had business meetings, people think all the time, they're like, who's in your business meetings? I'm like, listen, y'all know I'm all the things. Okay. I'm all the departments, right? But my husband and my best friends, they are a part of my business meetings and they are in the chairs at the conferences. Okay. We are holding a meeting and it is an official meeting. Okay. It is not no kiki. These are fun ideas. It is a business meeting and it is very great. And they do want part of this, you know, they love it. They're not just doing me a favor. They actually do want, insight on what's going on and we do all the things, and so they're like, no, that name's not going to work. And we went through all the reasons on why it wouldn't and everything. And then Buttah became a thing. And it was like, the product is like butter on your skin. And like, when we talk, we're just like silly anyways. And so you can imagine you're just like, yes, like butter. And like, oh. And so I was like, shut up, like butter. Oh my gosh, but you don't spell it butter. And so that's where everything became a whole thing, you guys. And that's where we are right now. So I have legal things going on the back side, which takes a long time, but we're doing it. And we're doing all the things so we can be in stores one day. And I am so excited about it. Which, another thing, let me tell you what's so funny, is that so many people don't even know I have a product. You don't. You're like, I didn't know. I didn't know you had a product. I'm like, where have you been? Like, are you around? And so I think that's very interesting. So yes, I do content full time. I'll tell you all the roles that I am. I am a content creator online because without me making content, there's zero marketing for my product, period. So I do make content. I started as a YouTuber, just, you know, doing cosmetics and fun things. So beauty, makeup, body care, self-care, that is just a natural thing for me, which I love. You know what I just thought about? If this is live on Instagram, you know how sometimes it even says, like, do you want to keep this live as a post? Is this going to disappear? Like, I'm so confused. Let me FaceTime somebody real quick. Let me call my Olivia, honey. Let me see what she's probably maybe searching for it. Maybe she ain't. Maybe she's in a meeting. She's got a lot going on too. because I don't know. That's much better. Now I just need some blush. I think I'm going to do a little bit of pinky. Rare Beauty blush is really my fave. And then I'm going to mix a little bit of the coral. So I do a little bit of Happy and Joy. So I'm just going to do a little bit of that. And I'm going to let it just sit. Now, this is very, very, very pigmented. So I might regret how much I just put on, but we'll play around with it and see. All right, they'll call me back. Yeah, because I have zero idea if it's live. I don't know. We'll figure it out. By the time I do this for the 5th time, I'll have it figured out, you guys. All right, now we're going to blend this in. And so this is also what happened is I was creating products where it started with the body scrub, right? And it did very well. Everybody loved it. It was good. And then it went from the body scrub going like, oh my gosh, like it actually became like more of a personal need for me. And I was like, if I'm going to make my own products, I want to make more than just this. So I was like, what do me as a person need with my products? And I ended up realizing when I get out of the shower, there's so many other products we're, in the beginning phases of creating. But when I get out of the shower, I want a thick, whipped body butter on my skin. That's how I want to go to bed. I want to look like a glazed donut before I get in the bed. I want to slip and slide into my bed. Okay. And I want to sleep all night. And then I want to wake up like amazing and hydrated and fabulous. Right? All right. That blush just made my skin alive. Oh, I'm obsessed. My dog is over here snoring. Timber is low-key out of it. He is very bored by what I'm saying. And so, Merry Market live sale. Do y'all see that in the top corner? That is funny. I just saw that. I don't know how to change it. There we go. I'll change it to that. That is hilarious. Y'all haven't been on here in a minute. Okay, so anyways, it started with that. And then, so I started making the scrubs and I had a body butter. And then everyone was like, you need to make soap. You love soap so much. Learn how to make it. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, y'all are really trying my life. I'm a one-woman show. How am I going to know how to make soap? So what did I do? I did the same thing I did with my other stuff. I did a lot of research. I did a lot of all the digging. And to have your own brand and I want it to stay this way. I really do. But I am 100% self-funded. That is a big deal to be self-funded. I am. I mean, we are doing all of it ourselves. And so I know one day the brand will be very successful. It's very much on the small end right now, beginning phases. We're kind of like breaking even on all things because we're in like, we just reinvest. That's constant. And that's really what it takes. But I am so excited for what the future holds. And I don't even know what that looks like, but I know that me personally having like a storefront or managing that is not my passion. My passion is me being in other stores so I can just go all over the place. But I don't know what that looks like and how and all that, but we're going to figure it out. But doing online like this, it takes the community. I can't do what I want to do with this unless you are supportive. And that's honestly it. If you don't like the product, it doesn't do well. If you like the product, it does well. And so your voice matters. It really, really matters in this situation. And I just want you to know that because I think so many people end up being like, oh, my small little order doesn't make a difference. But when you do that times 100, it makes a huge difference. When you do that times 5, it makes a difference. Like, you know what I mean? And so I am so happy and thankful for the community that I do have online, and we're just getting started. It's a small community, but I'm thankful for what it is, and that you keep showing up and you order and you support and you watch and you share and all that. But if you're brand new here and you've never seen any of my content, like just binge watch it and see what you think. Order the product. I do have a code in the description for you, and it's livestream15. So when you do order, I've not eaten today. I've had my vitamin drink. I've had my coffee. Now I'm having my tea. And I'm like, it's because I'm talking too much. I don't do this much talking during the day. I really don't. I'm like, am I just air bubbles? Like, what is happening? There's like nothing to burp up. Like, I have nothing. So here it goes. I'm just like, keep doing that. This tea is delicious, though. Let me repeat this tea. It is lavender and chamomile. Does it say it? Yep, says it right here. So lavender and chamomile, screenshot that. And then it's mint and lemon juice and monk fruit sweetener. So delicious. Oh, makes me very happy. I make it for everybody when they come over. I was like, do you want tea? You want some tea? I want to make you some tea. And they're like, sure. And then they're like, oh, that's really good. I'm like, I know. And so that's where we're at. I have done like squirrel 15 times. We're just going to do a nude lip. Nothing crazy. Just a little lip liner. But I'm going to show you the product in a second. I'm going to take it face on. I did set with Huda Beauty. I love the powder from them. It's really good. It is Cherry Blossom Cake. So I do love it a lot. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of like a neutral lipstick. And then I'll put like a little gloss over it. Just something, I mean, it just took the pinky out of my lips, which I'm like, it was doing too much pink. Do a little bit of this. Hey! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that y'all are in the comments. Thank you for the comment. Thank you for the love. Oh my God. I love you guys. I love too my people online because y'all always show up. Makes me very happy. Makes me happy. Okay, now I'm gonna do a little bit of shadow. I love a natural look, you guys. Like I like to do the most, but I do love a soft nude because I just feel like it goes with everything. It's not doing too much. It's just doing enough. So we're going to use just a nude palette today and finish up this look. Also, I just rescued 3 baby kittens. So on top of mom life, business, shipping, packing, all the things for all these orders, I decided, yes, I'm going to rescue a baby kitten and take care of it. If you know me, you know me. You know that is like something that brings me so much joy. And I love it. Now I've gotten quiet because I'm like around my eyes doing stuff and I cannot multitask when I do this. What did y'all do for lunch today? Question of the day. Question of the day, because I've not had lunch. I am going to go eat in a minute. And then I have another podcast to record today too. Let me get my notes out to make sure I am telling you all the things I did want to tell you. Y'all know I have to be very organized. Oh, okay. That's what I wanted to talk to y'all about is how we chose the product. Oh yeah, I was getting into soap. And then it was like, oh, you should make soap. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, okay, I got to figure out how to do this. So I ended up having sugar scrub, which then I had several different fragrances of. Then it turned into body butter. And then it's like, well, if you have the scrub that has that scent, then you probably should have a butter that has that scent, right? Like that's where all that kind of stems from. And then it was like, oh, well, if you have soap like that, when I started making soap, I should have soap that scent. And I was like, oh my gosh, as a one woman show, I can't, are y'all okay right now? Like I would be having I had too much. I had too much. I had to make. It was too much production of product when I'm like just doing things myself, you know? So I ended up scaling back. So in our last meeting, I was like, okay, I need to really be more strategic about what I have. And I'm just going to cut back and we're just going to do our best sellers. And so we just stuck with our best seller in scent and our best seller product, which is scrub, butter, and soap. And that's what it was. And our soap is our least expensive product. It's only $10. The scrub is only $16. I think it's like right at $16, like 16 and some change. And then the body butter is $20. And so it's super affordable. And actually the body butter is $27 right now during the hotter months because shipping is crazy. I have to put so much into shipping to make sure you get a product that doesn't melt. We actually had a couple customers, which it's kind of a great thing when this stuff happens because it's like a learning lesson. But that their product got to their home and it was melted. And I have the best customers. They're so understanding. But I eat it and I'm like, nope, I'm sending you a whole new product. No big deal. So anyways, but yeah, I just pride myself in customer service. And I know I'm not 10 out of 10 in all categories, you guys. Like I know that I'm going to mess up, but I am here to tell y'all I mess up. Like I will take ownership, honey. I will take it. I will learn from it. I will cry while I do it. Okay. But customer service, I'm really big on having affordable products. I'm really big on having the ingredients be very simple. So on the website, when you go to LYKbuttah.com, and I'm going to see if I can just like put a banner across the bottom of the screen. It should have been ticking the whole time. When you go to LYKbuttah.com, and I'm going to put code, this is live stream 15 at checkout. Delete another one. Is that what I said? Yeah, let me hit delete on that one. Add the banner. Did it work? There it goes. Use that. And I have a tab like how to use, but it has how to use the product to get the best results because it's a really big deal. Like sometimes people are like, yeah, it's just a scrub. And I'm like, no, it's different. Like, I just want you to know how to use it, get the best results from the product and get the most longevity out of the product. And then when you get out, how to use the body butter to get the best results. Like you don't just want to put the product on and like call it a day. Like it's more than that. It's a whole experience. And so if you read like the how-to page, it's really informative. And then the ingredients are broken down on there for you as well. And I don't want any ingredient to be like, what's that? You know what I mean? Like, I just want it to be very simple for you. And as long as I can keep that. So the body scrub has like a 12-month shelf life on your shelf. Good to go. The body butter is like 6 to 12. So you can refrigerate it too and get more life out of it. A lot of women like to refrigerate theirs because they like to buy several and like keep some refrigerated, and it would be totally fine to do that. And, but I use mine so fast. I can't do that. I'm like, big old scrub, honey, all over my body. And so the more lives that I do though, the more I am going to break down like using them and showing them and all that. But let me go get it for you. And the soap is so good. Like it's just a good soap that helps like detox the skin, like get the yuckies off. And my big thing is I want a deodorant I want a lotion. Can I talk? I want a soap that gets the deodorant out of your armpits. Like, can we do that? Like, hello, we're taking a shower here. So you have the soap here. Smells so good. And this one smells so good. I did not put cashmere in the soap because cashmere darkens our soap too much. So in the fall, I may be able to bring that back. But I don't know. We'll see depending on the coloring and what we want to do. But we just have like two really gorgeous soaps. They're both stamped with LYK Buttah on them. Why did I not get the other products? What is happening to me? But the soaps are only 10. And then, Whew, and I'm constantly making more products. So we are going to talk about like, you know, when more will be available too. But then we have the body scrub, and it's the glow scrub. There is like such this like piece of like, you put it on, you get out, and your skin, like you can go like this in the mirror and your skin just has like this glow about it. It's amazing. And this has the cashmere scent, smells so good. Everybody's obsessed with it. And then the LYK Buttah, amazing. And it's whipped and it's fabulous and it's fluffy and it's just magical. Absolutely magical. And they smell so clean. Their cashmere is very romantic and rich and elevated. Like it just is like, like that. It's that. It's not overpowering, and the layer effect of using it in the shower and then getting out with your butter, and then it's just a lot of goodness happening. And so we would love to be able to, we're in the talks of bringing more product into the product line. So I'm very excited about introducing you to some new things. But right now you can get the Buttah, you can get the scrub, and you can get one soap for $56. That's it. And use the code livestream15 at checkout, and then get you a little dilly deal. Okay. I'm just doing that because I'm live this week. Just something super special. And so that is it in a nutshell, you guys. And so I did my makeup. We got some face happening, and this was really, really fun. Let me remind you of when I'm going to be live the rest of the week. And y'all, obviously, y'all continue to shop, use the code and all that stuff. That would be really cool, like just to have full access to that. I'm like, where am I going right now on my phone? Okay, so I'm going to be live Saturday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You'll see like a scheduling and a post about that. Then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I will be live also next week. So I'm going to do a nighttime. So I'm trying to hit different hours. That also works for my lifestyle and for you guys, trying to give you more story time, telling, doing different things. Like I'm going to be like packing orders as well, talking about some other behind the scenes stuff with the product, really good stuff, answering a lot of y'all's questions that y'all send in. I'm going to answer those, read reviews online, that type of fun stuff. But I'm going to do an afternoon Saturday because I feel like that's kind of a good time, but these are always available to rewatch. Then Monday night, I'm going to actually like be with y'all after my shower routine and like be doing the butter with you. I think that'd be good. Doing a whole skincare vibe that night as well. And then Tuesday morning, I'm going to do a morning, which will be 10 o'clock, which I think would be really cool to kind of just pop in the morning, have coffee with you and hang out. And then Wednesday afternoon at 2. So definitely some different times for you guys to tune in. And I'm just going to be doing beauty things and talking about LYK Buttah. I'm just very excited that I can partner with my own brand, with my platform and that growing platform online too. And thank you for supporting the brand. If you don't know anything about it, go shop it, experience it for yourself. Don't take what I'm saying or the reviews, try it for yourself. That's all I got to say. Try it for yourself. You'll love it. And yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for supporting. And I will see you in the next live. So I will see you Saturday. Toodles. Go share this with a buddy. You're the best. And have fun shopping. Use the code livestream15.